Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to a continuation of the Sumeru Archon quest. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna probably edit this video with the last video, so maybe I don't even need an intro, but we have a bit of a problem. And it is that I need to, before I can continue with chapter 3, act 5, there is this. Oh, wait, let me just click here. Give me a second. So, let's start into the Hitherland then. Because 3 characters are busy there. The warm rhythm of the streets. Wait, where's that? Jean isn't in this team because it's my Sumeru team. So I need the reactions with the traveler. It's my danger team. Excluding Nilou for the time being. Surprise present.
こういった打ち上げに参加したことがなかったし、今回はいい機会だよ。みんなきっとあなたのことを歓迎してくれるから。やっぱ無理だよ。大丈夫だから心配しないで。とにかくまずは自分にチャンスを与えないと。
チャンス。
一歩前に踏み出そう。ここにあなたを怖がらせるような人はいない。そうでしょ？うん。よし。 私が背中を押してあげる。みんな注目。みんなにいい話があるみたいだよ。ちょっと待って。まだ準備できてないって言ったのに。こういった時何を言ったら。ゆっくりでいいよ。緊張しないで。まずは深呼吸して。 落ち着いて自分のやりたいことをみんなに伝えれば大丈夫。もしここで言わなかったら今まで一生懸命練習してきた刺繍が台無しになっちゃうよ。でもこんなのプレゼントして本当にいいの？上手にできなかったのに。なるほど。イナヤはさっき道具を作ってるって言ってたけど、本当は今日のプレゼントを準備してたんだな。
She's not very good at expressing herself. Is it the Liu's surprise present? Chainsaw Man taught me that's the best gift.
実は打ち上げを始める前にイナヤが特別なプレゼントを用意してくれたの。今からみんなに配るね。やったー。
やったー。
イナヤ姉ちゃんからのプレゼント？そういうの初めてだよね。
静かに。君たちが騒ぐと彼女が余計に緊張してしまう。時間をかけて準備したんだろう。それなら自信を持っていい。何も怯える必要はない。
I'm kind of suddenly in the mood for a snack.
ズバイルさんはいるか？シェイク・ズバイル、教令員からの緊急通知だ。即刻打ち上げなんてものは中止してもらおう。
Oh, I didn't see! Yay! Win!
ズバイルシアターは長い間、教令員の命令に背いてきた。故に、シアターの取り壊しが決まった。ここの責任者であるお前は30日以内に営業を停止し、従業員を解雇せよ。その後、教令員へ行き処罰を受けることになる。
どうして? I got a bad feeling for a sudden.
お嬢さん、これまでも警告はしてきたはずだ。
以前話を聞いた時には取り壊しのことなど言っていなかった。
取り壊し？な なんでここを取り壊すんだ？
Cause it's a place of fun.
教令員が私たちに抱いている印象って良くないんだ。それに彼らは私たちの公演が気に入らないの。ただの時間の無駄だって思ってるから。前にも何度かここに来て公演の質をもっと高めてより知的な劇を演じろって言われたことがあって、ね。
What the bullshit?
でも私たちの観客は教令員の人じゃなくて、グランドバザールの人たちでしょ。
The story for the movie
そ
isn't
の内容が分
canon.
かりにくいものだったり身の回りの生活に関係ないものだったりしたら見に来てくれる人もいなくなっちゃう。もしそんなことをしたら私たちは生きていけなくなる。それにそれは決して私たちが望んでいるものじゃない。
Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Imagine if YouTube tells me, oh, you can't do Genshin content, you can't do reactions, it's not smart enough, you have to do math videos. Math is important,
シ
but
アターはとても大切なものだからね。
anime is also
あい
important.
つらのやり方ってちょっと勝手すぎないか？
Scummy.
でもどうすれば彼らを止められるのか。
に聞こうとも答えは同じ。俺たちは十分伝えたはずだ。
もういい。
もういい。
嫌がらせをするにも程があるでしょ。お父さん。お父さん？こいつって稲谷のお父さんなのか？教令員のことを口にしてるけど、結局はお父さんがここを嫌いなだけでしょ。教令員の権力で私たちを脅してるだけじゃない。言っておくけど、たとえお父さんがここを取り壊しても何も変わらない。お父さんがひどいってことは知ってた。でもまさかここまで卑怯だなんて思わなかったよ。
Itachi asked, do you remember me? Are you the guy that kept asking me to go pee because you wanted to go pee? Cause yeah, I remember that.
俺はただ公務を執行しているだけだ。お前がどこにいようと何をしようと関係ない。それにお前が何を考えているかもな。お前たちがどうしようもない愚かなものでないことを願おう。これ以上私の口から言わせないでくれ。さっさと片付けて営業停止の準備に取り掛かるんだな。
確かに残念なことだが仕方がない。今日はこれでお開きにしよう。みんな片付けてくれ。明日また話し合いをしてくる。まったくこのような不慮の災難が一番厄介だ。
I saw a bunch of people on Twitter hating on Nilou because apparently she serves no purpose. But fortunately, someone replied with how she represents arts and how academics in general undervalue it. I like that Genshin include that struggles and tried to highlight the importance of performance and art. That's an interesting topic. I feel in the West, that's not really an issue for the most part. I mean, people pay millions for poop art. I mean, when I say poop art, I was just thinking of like a toilet in a museum, then it's like $1 bajillion. Or I remember someone forgot their glasses on a bench in a gallery, and people start taking pictures of it. So in the West, it's not really something that needs to be addressed. But like, for example, I think maybe in China, where this is a Chinese game, right? So apparently in China, for example, TikTok in China versus TikTok in America. In America, they push certain kinds of content like the dance videos and all that kind of stuff. Some bad stuff too. But in China, it's a lot of innovation, math, and like it's inventions, and it's more, you know. So maybe it's more present in Asia. But like for me, I think it depends, I guess, who's looking at Nilou and who's criticizing her for that. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult. If you get down to the basics of survival, what's important is, you know, building stuff, making food, harvesting, like practical skills. Next, once sort of society goes a bit further and develops its intellect, its innovations, inventing easier ways to do things, you know, the wheel. And now there's a horse, now there's a cart, now there's a car, like, okay? And then the next step is, on top of that is, but even, I think in like the oldest of times, artists have been there. So like, it's a way of storytelling, it's a way of relating to each other. So, everything has its place.
スメールで知恵はとても崇高なものなの。でも彼らが求めている知恵の中に芸術はない。ただそれだけでシアターを取り壊すなんてことにはならないと思うんだけど。稲谷が家出した後、私が彼女をズバイルシアターまで連れてきたんだ。彼女は家のことをほとんど口にしなかった。けど家族と喧嘩したってことだけは私も知っててね。
I don't know who that
こんな
is.
形で爆発するなんて。
Sorry.
お前たちは何も悪いことをしてないんだし、教練員の言うこと
Well, they're basically the government, so they kind of have to listen to them.
なくなるよう
People
な
dislike Nila because she's only useful in one kind of team, but this is bullshit for me because you play with whatever character you like and fuck damage. But there are other characters that are also just built for one team, like Ito. Isn't he also mainly like he has to be played with a specific team? So how is she any different from someone like Ito?
それもそうだな。お前が今こんなに悩んでるってことは本当にここを守りたいってことだろ。私にとってもここにいるみんなにとってもシアターはかけがえのないものだけど、でもそんな重たい責任を本当に私が背負えるのかな。おいらも協力するぞ。しっかり準備すればきっと自信もついてくるはずだぜ。よし、決めた。上手にやれないかもしれないけど、みんなのために全力を尽くしてみるよ。応援してるぜ。早速戻ってこのことをみんなに伝えよう。
It's better if you want your child to do a job that you approve of, you have to inspire them why that job is a good job. You can't force them. I'm gonna have to finish it.
悲観的にならないで。シャリフからしたらニーローの考えは甘く見えるかもしれないけど、それこそが彼らに一番欠けているものでしょ。むしろ思いがけない結果をもたらすんじゃない？
ああ、俺も賛成しよう。ロマンある考えだ。
If she doesn't try, the place gets demolished. If she does try, the place might not get demolished. So might as well try.
教練員の人たちに私たちの闘志を見せてやろう。
みんなありがとう。みんなの応援のおかげで私もだいぶ心が落ち着いたよ。水を差すつもりはないけど、お父さんはそう簡単に打ち負かせる人じゃないよ。
It's fine. You just have to
あの人
debate
は
better.
博識で論理的でとても厳格だから、討論で勝つのはかなり難しいと思う。もし教練員にシアターが取り壊されたら、ソリンとエイブ、それにあなたは。
大丈夫。そんな深刻な状況にはならない。
Wait, what?
たとえシアターがなくなっても、まだ人はいるだろう。
Who's teacher?
冒険者の粘り強さを侮ら
What
ないわけ
pronoun?
なんとかしてみせるから。
でももし突然何かがなくなったらきっと悔いが残ると思うの。冒険を続けられなくなるのと同じように。
そのことを心配してくれてるのか。安心してくれ。悔いをどう対処するかなら私は経験者だ。そりゃあ最初は確かに辛いけど、いつか慣れる時が来る。それにほら、今はソリンもエイブもとても幸せに過ごしてる。ソリンはシアターのテストに受かったし、も
But
うすぐ役者デビューだ。あの子
who are we
す
talking
ご
about?
く喜んでたよ。ニーローと同じ舞台に立てるって。もし過去の苦しみがなかったらこのシアターに来ることもなかったと思う。その時ソリンは今より幸せになれてるだろうか。そうとは限らない。
それって慰めてくれてるのか？
半分は慰めで、もう半分は私の本音だね。シアターで過ごしてきた日々は私にあることをゆっくりと気づか
The
せてくれ
pronoun
た。
game saying her instead of the name of the person. It forces the viewer to pay attention if they want to find out who they're talking
どう
about.
理解したかだってね。
Oh.
私の人生は夫を
Just
失
like
った時に
her.
終わったと考えることもできるし、
Ah.
ソリンと
But they're
エイブ
not
は
saying
そ
who.
れでより幸せな人生を送れるようになったとも考えられる。
But
だから
I think someone might have spoiled it. I had a theory,
新しい人生を始めることができるかもしれない。
but someone might have
い
spoiled
い
it
こ
a
と
little
も
bit.
悪いことも人が定義したもので、それを自分がどう見るかなんだ。
That depends. In my opinion, that depends. But that's a very philosophical discussion that after all the drama I honestly don't want to have. But although I agree with how she means this, like, because they're talking about the theater, right? And the academia sees the theater as bad. And oh god, for fuck's sake, why are there so many bots tonight? She's talking about the theater. So one side sees the theater as bad, the other side sees the theater as good. It depends on from the perspective. I thought the same at this part. But there are, to me, and that's based on my opinion, there are inherently good and bad things, although it's difficult to pinpoint. So for example, yes, good and bad are man-made words, but gravity is also a man-made word, but gravity exists whether or not we give a word to it. Whether or not we understand it, whether or not we know about it, gravity exists. And in my opinion, there's also what good and bad, rules or laws about goodness and badness that do exist independently of our understanding or naming of them. And I'm not going to get into like karmic laws and whatnot, but I just don't like to leave that as it is. Because there are certain things that are just inherently bad in my opinion, so I wanted to point that out.
そっか。
だからね、ニーロ、あなたにとってシアターはとても大
But
切なもの
like
だ
I
と知
said,
ってい
in
るけど、
her context,
あまり
Zubair
肩肘を張る
Theater,
必要はない。私たちはあなたの
she's
そばに
right.
いる。シアターがこのままバラバラになるなんてことはない。
Thank you, Cherry.
ありがとうリカードお姉ちゃん。
どういたしまして。こちらこそその勇気にすごく励まされたよ。ニーローならきっと立派な冒険者になれるだろうね。
My granddad's bus is going to be more late. So I'm just saying Hanku can go get food in the meantime. Maybe.
それは褒めすぎだって。ありがとう励ましてくれて。
His bus was supposed to arrive at 5:30. Then they said 7. Now it's 8.
だいぶ気持ちが軽くなったよ。
ならいいんだ。討論の時、子供たちを連れて応援しに行くよ。
Be safe. Okay, lost one. GGG. We can talk to the props engineer or the juggler. He seemed to have a bit of a different opinion on the matter, so let's hear. He said, I support Nilou, but so maybe it would be interesting. Yeah, my granddad's just coming for like a day or two until my mom can pick him up, my mom and dad. Did you hear what he said? He said he's going to scream over the other guy, but he can't do that. That's just... That... how to say? Like, if you're not gonna let the other person at least have their say, that's not how you win a debate. Because like I said, a debate is an argument, but it's structured. You have a moderator, you have kind of a structure to follow, or a flow to follow. So if you're just gonna be like on the sidelines screaming so the one guy can't make his point, you can't really win the debate that way. Thank you. I hope I can visit Japan soon. Oh wait, he doesn't count? Oh, okay.
君たちのこと少し見直したよ。稲谷の言う通り、確かに私はニーローのやる気をそぎたくない。でも彼女を傷つけるつもりもないの。私には水を差す資格がないと思っただけ。だってニーローは勇敢に立ち向かい、抗うという意志を示したでしょ。その勇気と覚悟は私に欠けているものだからね。もしニーローを応援せず、ただ冷たい言葉を言うだけじゃさすがにひどすぎるもの。
Me and my friends usually save all wishes and do them on Discord. This makes it really fun. That sounds cool. Wait, she doesn't count either, then who? Kasani? You mean screaming at the other side without letting them explain their view doesn't work? Politics nowadays might disagree.
その前にこの間の質問について君たちは新たな答えを
Or if you don't like what one side is saying, you just censor them. Funny.
さあ芸術の意味とは何だと思う？
けど芸術の価値を証明するにはどちらにせよこの問題と向き合わないといけないよね。どう言葉にしたらいいかわからない。
Battle of Dreams, like Denji.
私たちの公演でお客さんが喜んでくれたら私も嬉しくなるんだ。これもある種の意味って言えるんじゃないかな。ニーローのやつ真面目に答えてるな。
So wait, his question is what is the meaning of art? Is that his question? Because you can ask that about anything, right? What's the meaning of anything? Art is art is a way to express yourself, your thoughts and feelings. It's a way, it's a way to communicate when language is not sufficient. Yeah, maybe it's about self-expression and just expression in general. Meaning of art. Creating something. And it can develop your brain in different ways than solving a math problem can. So comedy works the best for me to express myself. Well, comedy could be a form of art. It's performance art, isn't it?
君のよりずっといいぞ。それに俺の心の中にある答えにかなり近い。
Okay, dude.
芸術の意味は創作者が与えるのではなく、鑑賞する者が与えるものだ。言い換えれば、人が鑑賞できる芸術だけが鑑賞する者の精神世界に痕跡と価値を残せる。教令員の連中には絶対に理解できないだろうがな。
Seeing Jean, I don't have her. I really want her. I want to try Sunflower Team, but I always lose to freaking Chi-Chi. Aww. Art doesn't have an inherent meaning since art is a vessel of communication. Spirit. Knucker burgers. Dun 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 dun. My boss doesn't call me all day, and from the time the live started, he called me 6 times. It's like he's doing it on purpose. You got your Mia! Congratulations! I had almost all her materials, and I was able to crown her in 1 day. Wow! Congratulations!
ああ、俺はかつて学者が知恵を求めるように芸術の極致を追い求めていた。しかし理解などできないという結論に俺は至った。それ以降、理解されるかどうかが異様に気になるようになったんだ。難解な芸術であればあるほど理解できる人が少なくなるのは分かっている。だがそれを言い訳に自分を慰めることはできない。ずっと戸惑っていた。ここに来てニーローの踊りを見るまでな。
そんなにすごかったのか。
そこにいる全てのものが目を奪われた。舞台上の演者は観客から注がれる視線に胸を躍らせ、舞台下で見る者たちはその素晴らしい空気に酔いしれた。正直なところ、厳しく評価するなら演技はいまいちだった。
いきなりそんなこと言わないでよ。
しかしそれ以上に困惑したのが、そのいまいちな演技が全ての観客を魅了し、俺をも魅了させたことだ。俺は道を間違えていた。俺が求めていたのは決して極致なんかではなかったんだ。故に芸術研究の最前線から離れ、このシアターにやってきた。ここには俺の欲しいものがあるからな。芸術は砂上の楼閣ではなく、啓発や娯楽でいい。芸術とは人に鑑賞されてこそ価値がある。そうでなければ芸術に意味などない。
そっか。私とズバイルさんが教令員の命令通りに講演の内容を変えたくなかったのと理由が似てるかも。だってみんなが理解できないものを見せたらつまらないって思われそうで心配だったから。
俺はかつてあまたの脚光を浴びてきた。だが虚名を捨て、今の自由を手に入れた。
This guy is quite interesting.
どこへ向かおうと気にはしない。
Yeah, that's true. About
これだけ
Yoimiya.
は頭に入れておいてくれ。君はすでに最高の舞台を手に入れている。このような機会はどこにでもあるようなものではない。たとえ相手が教令員であろうと、彼らに譲歩はするな。
Thank you,
アドバイスあり
TY.
がとうカッサニさん。
学問に勤しむあの連中の頭を
Is that the real TY? Not an imposter?
あいつかなり気にかけてくれてるみたい。
How is your Nahida build? I have way too many 5 stars. I'm still building.
彼のことをよく知ると
I'm still working on my Yaimiko, my Ito, Ayato, Kazuha, and then Nahida, Nilou. It's too many.
みんなありがとう。みんながこのことを考えてサポートしてくれるから私も安心できるよ。
なんとかなりますよ。
安心できるよ。
もし助けが必要でしたら
I want
声
a
をかけてください。
snack.
グランドバザールのみんなで協力しますので。
Oh. Mother, can you buy Enjoy Film Red? Mother, can you send me
考えがまとまっ
that
てきたかも。
rule?
シアタ
Not the rule, the thing you said. Elise is one of the 5 people who got her this banner. Funny. I didn't see that earlier. But my question was, oh, can you send me the thing about how to change or what I should change my router to my WhatsApp, because then after tomorrow maybe Hanka can help me. So that, what's tomorrow's stream? Tomorrow is Shippuden, so definitely would like to stream for that, you know. Can't do it on YouTube, so. Hi Sylvie. Look who's here. Look who's here. Post your thoughts.
もうすぐ戻ってくる。
Post your thoughts in the One Piece chat with a spoiler tag. I want to come back and read it once I've seen it. Hi Sophie. Wait, no, not your butt. Dragon. The router 2.5 gigahertz to 5. Okay.
エイブ、稲谷お姉ちゃんを見なかった？まだ帰ってきてないよ。
Uh-oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
ただ伝言を頼んだだけで、普通こんなに時間がか
I
か
have a
る
bad
か？
feeling about this. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen a place advertising it yet. So I don't know, but I think I want to do a reaction.
まさか旅人パイモン、私重大なミスをしちゃったかも。稲谷、最初からここに戻るつもりがなかったんじゃないかな。
Yeah, she's basically, what she's gonna do is she's going to tell her dad if she comes back home and does studies to be a doctor, then he will leave her friends alone.
なんだかそんな気がするの。彼女の性格からして今回の責任は全て自分にあるって思ってそうだから。
Can I continue?
自分が
I don't know. It didn't
シアターが say. 取り壊されるって思ったんだ
It's still in this area though.
そっか。
So like,
お父さんが現れた時からずっとあいつは自分が狙われ、あの二人の間には大きな溝があってね。私たちは討論に勝てない。でも私たちのことを巻き込みたくない。そうか。それでそっと出て行ったのか。
internal fighting, emotional damage.
そうだね。とにかく彼女を探すって少し心は彼女はシアター
Okay, see now she's going outside of the city, so this might work. See, the whole issue was that this area is implicated. No, see, it still said Hu Shang is busy completing the quest, show cancelled. So it still says I can't do it. Cole is busy into the hinterland, I don't know. So I still have to do it. Sheikh, see this guy, Sheikh Zubair, he is one of the people that's busy. See, he's busy completing the quest, show cancelled. Well, I can't do the abyss. I have to finish this at some point. At this point, I might as well just finish the damn quest. Oh god.
ここに誰かいたみたい。痕跡もまだ新しい。
Hello,
これ
Sylvie.
がイナヤの残したものとは限らないんじゃないか。とにかくこの辺りを探してみよう。
Oh! Oh god, we're gonna have to save her.
私も聞こえ
It's
た。
like a line. It's almost 8. Your grandpa will be here. No, his bus arrives at 8. Then they have to drive back. Oh, yay! Look, I'm fighting with Nilou. Where? Where?
どんどん近くなってきてるな。声はあっちの方からだ。もうじき見えてくると思う。
Oh, there she is. Why, you bitch.
やっぱりあいつだ。獣に追われてるぞ。
Yeah, you bitches.
イナヤ、すぐ助けるから。願いを。
Oh gosh.
あり
Again.
がとう。前はここに大型の獣なんて全然いなかったのに、こんな遠くまで追いかけてくるなんて。
Hi,
ごめん
user.
なさい。また迷惑かけちゃったね。
So many bots tonight.
どうして一人で出て行ったの？
It's really weird.
討論で勝てないと思ったから？うん。ただ面倒に思っただけ。私のせいで起きた問題だから、私さえ出ていけば解決するでしょう。
I was faster. Oh, nice, nice. I don't know. It's not even like the chat is full. I don't know.
そうだぞ。いい結果を出すためにみんな頑張ってるんだ。
頑張ってるんだ。
犠牲になっていいやつなんて一人もいないぞ。私はどうなってもいいの。シアターが無事ならそれで大丈夫。みんな、
Hi,
私が
Derek.
今まで出会った人の
Good
中
to
で
see you.
一番親切で
Hi,
いい人たち
Aris.
なの。私のせいねえ、イナヤ。たとえ今回のことが本当にあなた
People
の
see
せい
you
で
looking
起きた
good in
ことだとしても、
480p. They want to get the death.
誰もあなたのことを責める人はいないよ。ズバイルさんはあなたがシアターの人間である以上、私たちが守るべき存在だって言ってた。だからどんなことがあろうと
I really enjoyed season 4 of Overlord a lot more than season 3.
犠牲は絶対に出るよ、ニーロ。私もシアターもどっちも救う方法なんてない。
Hi, Cat.
討論で教令員に勝てるはずがないもの。ましてや相手が私のお父さんならなおさら。
Why are you so
私の
sure?
お父さんはとても厳格な人だから。あの人はずっと私が立派な学者になって。
Oh, guys, we had it completely wrong. Wrong. He wanted her to be a researcher, not a doctor. He wasn't trying to force her to be a doctor. He was trying to force her to be a researcher. It's completely different. Sorry.
私も頑張ってその期待に応えようとしたの。そして私なりに最善を尽くしてきた。それでもあの人は満足しなかった。むしろお父さんは一度も私に満足したことなんてなかったと思う。私は天才じゃない。お父さんは私を叱るたびに、どうしてお前はそう平凡なんだってそう問い詰めるような顔をしてた。そんなこと私だって聞きたいよ。だからお前は家出したのか？時間が経てばお父さんも少しずつ現実を受け入れてくれると思ったの。けどあの人は私に不満をぶつけるだけだった。あるテストでね、私3位を取ったの。いい成績でしょ。努力が報われてやっとお父さんに。
You're not allowed to say that, Odinoko. You're not allowed to bring up that this kind of stuff exists in cultures.
学院で習った刺繍で贈り物を作ってお父さんにその日を覚えてもらおうとした。
she earned the third
お父
highest,
さんを喜ばせることがあるんだよ。
and then she made him a
そ
gift.
っか。プレゼントを準備してた時、私もうすうす感づいてたんだ。刺繍をするの初めてじゃなさ。うん。ごめん。このことは隠してたの。あまりいい思い出じゃないから。当時、私はただお父さんの笑顔が見たいだけだった。毎日叱られて、私少し疲れてたから。でもそれを手にしたお父さんは、私の成績を聞いた途端、いつにも増して怒り始めたの。私の作った刺繍なんか床に叩きつけられてね。お前は3位に甘んじるつもりなのか、どうして1位を取れなかったことを反省しないんだって言われた。あの時
He just wanted to have a good education.
でも
He just wanted you to be a doctor. I mean researcher.
お母さんもお父さんが厳しすぎると思ってたみたい。2人は長いこと言い争った後、お父さんが勢いよくドアを閉めて出て行った。
The worst part is in the real world,
慰めの言葉も
it
一切な
doesn't
かった。
always just
それで私は
mean
完全に
screaming
諦
and
めた。
slamming doors. It can get so much worse.
お互いに理解し合えない運命にあるんだって。
Don't say that. He just needs to be a bit more understanding.
お父さんに勝てないと思う理由は、あの人はシアターがどんな場所なのかみじんも理解してないから。
No doctor was hurt in the making of this
シアターにい
video.
る演者と観客の間にあるつながりを
No,
理
we
解
love
で
and
きない。
appreciate doctors. We just don't think children should be
仲
forced
間意識や友
to be
情なんて
doctors or
存在しない
researchers.
からね。全てが自分の思い通り
Cherry
に
and
な
I
って
have made our
世
position
界が自
clear.
分を中心に回ることだけを望んでいるの。私たちが大事に思っていることも小さな居場所もあの人にとっては無価値なんだよ。過去の出来事がお前にかなりの影響を与えたんだな。分かったよ、イナヤ。でも私たちが討論の準備してる時にね、とても深い話を聞くことができたんだ。イナヤの参考になるかどうかはわからないけど。
Ay. I forgot. He said about rules. He said about the meaning of art. I don't. Grand Bazaar crowd's opinion. Who was that? I don't remember what Rick Carr said. Thank you. I hope I can come to Japan soon. 2 years. 3, maybe 3. What did Rick Carr say? I'm going to go with that.
大事なのは何を経験したかではなく、その経験をどう理解したかだってね。
Okay, the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
芸術とは人に鑑賞されてこそ価値がある。
Okay.
ズバイルさん
Definitely not that.
きちんと管理をしているから、シアターの手続きに不備はない。芸術の鑑賞に寄せはない。すべてが平等であるべき。
I support supporting people. I support people doing what they want without hurting others. In this case, she's not asking her dad to pay for her art school, even. She just is doing her thing. And he chased her out, not literally, but she couldn't manage under his tutelage or whatever anymore. So she left. She's not asking him to, you know, because there are also kids who go about it very wrong and they expect their parents at they're fucking 24 and then they're expecting their parents to, oh, I want a new, this thing and that thing for this class. And then actually they're just wasting time and not really, because when you're an artist, it might be more difficult to get a job or something. So you have to be very innovative, hardworking. It takes a lot, you know, to be successful as an artist. So if you're 24 and still relying on your parents for that, you gotta find a way to make the money. But none of them are expecting anyone to pay. They're all doing art and funding themselves. You know what I'm saying? The academia doesn't fund them.
知ってるかな、リカードお姉ちゃんってね、過去にすごく辛い思いをしたの。でも今はシアターの生活に感謝してるって言ってた。不運に見舞われたけど、彼女はそれで新しい生活を迎えることができて幸せになれたと思ってる。大事なのは
I started getting my own money when I was 14. I don't get why people depend on their families so
どう
much.
理解したかだって言ってた。
I wouldn't mind. Obviously, I want to work hard so that I can hopefully make it easier for my kid, whatever they want to do. But you can't make it too easy either. There has to be a balance. So, I have not done this quiz, but after what happened today, I will remember for when I do it myself. Thank you, Shavan.
理解。家族のことで辛い思いをしてきたのはよくわかったよ。その生活から抜け出したことであなたはシアターの一員になった。過去の出来事があったからこそあなたはみんなとのつながりをとても大事にし、ここに溶け込むきっかけを手に入れた。だからね、過去の痛みでやっと見つけた新たな生活をそう簡単に諦めないでほしいの。
Wow, so many of you started working so young. My dad started working at 17 as well. He had to drop out of school. And after school, I worked really hard to get good grades, so I got a bursary. But then, after 3 years, I decided, like, this is not what I want to do. So I had to bleach. So I had to drop out, and then I started working at the restaurant, and this was when I was 21. And even while I was studying, I was still working as like, you know, the shots girls? Shot. No, I'm joking. But I would have like, at clubs, I would have to stand there and promote alcohol. Luckily that I didn't have to drink with them. It's not like how it works in America, where, you know, the girl has to drink and then everyone else drinks. Like, it's not like that. I just stand there and look cute and say, do you want to try this? Please buy it at the bar. Blah, 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 blah. So I was working while studying, but then I decided I don't want to study. So I dropped out and I went to live with my boyfriend. That was not a good idea. But I didn't want to go back home either. So I started working at the restaurant and the hair salon, and then I studied hairdressing and life coaching. And then I started working at a salon after that, and then I didn't like that. So I had to like make many mistakes before I figured out what I want to do and how to do it. And when I tried to focus on YouTube, I had to ask my dad, like, listen, can I live with you? And then I will clean the house, I will make food for you, but I also want to do YouTube. I already have a laptop, all I need is good internet. And he was like, okay, I give you 1 year. If you can't become independent, you have to study teaching. I said, okay. And then I made it work. Woo! Thank you guys. So, that's nice. I got a part-time job when I was 16. I only worked fully in my gap year at 21. I tried to work when I was 15, but it was really difficult because my mom and my dad was away, so I was living with other people, and then I had to go work while everyone else was on holiday, and I felt so sad without my mom to, like, because I was kind of like close to my mom, and I was alone. I had to work my first job, and I was like, I can't do it. So I only lasted like maybe a week. All I need is good internet. Some things never change. My first job was service, and the first time I dropped my first plate, I started crying. Oh, I can't imagine you crying though. All the decisions you made have led you to where you are. So I think your past experiences helped you out. I believe that. I found that Nilou tweet and sent it to you on Discord. It's even dumber than I thought. But just in case you went to look for it. Okay, let me see. They said... The tweet said, Nilou's whole character is useless and she only exists for fan service. Don't get me wrong, I love her. She's adorable. I spent my Nahida savings on her, but she really was not necessary. Ayaka's, on that note, Ayaka's fucking shitballs. Why does it keep doing that? Ayaka's whole thing about woo for the traveler was a mistake because now all people seem to talk about is how she's a simp for the traveler as if she didn't canonically take down rogue samurais on her own. What? I feel like they're playing a different game than me because I'm not having the same experience. And they were replying to a tweet that was deleted, so I can't see the original tweet they were replying to. But I don't understand. Oh! Someone got a shiny. Look, Inkay. It's so cute. On that way, no character is necessary as all characters can beat the game, but it's just to pull who you love. Yeah. So stupid. No character except the traveler is necessary to the story and maybe the archons. But like, a game that's all about hot waifus has a hot waifu that appeals to people who like hot waifus? Shocked. Oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. Wait, let's see if I get the shiny, because there's some home spawns, but I don't think you can get the Gulpin shiny. Can you? In Pokemon Go?
過去の出来事はもう過ぎたことだろ。当時私が家を出たのはあのいざこざから離れるためだった。
I'm trying to catch
これだと
Gulpin.
また元に戻るだけになっちゃうね。あなたはお父さんを失望させるかもしれない。でもそれは大したことじゃないと思うの。あなたには新しい未来があるでしょ。やっと見つけた答えをこのまま手放したらもったいないよ。
I've subscribed to you more than 2 years. I talked to you before
そうだね。君たちの言う通り
in the live.
大したことじゃないように思えてきた。お父さんの期
The
待に
team I
応え
always
る必要は
play
ないし
with in Genshin is never a part of the meta. I find the meta teams to be really boring to play with. I don't even know what freaking meta means. I just be like, I like this character, I like that character, I like that one. I like freeze teams. But thank you for following me. I think I said your name right. I said Shavan, right? Come on, Gulpin. Why you don't want to be caught? Golbat. Here's a Golbat and also a Swinob. But no shiny. I can use this incense, but it's a daily incense that's like how to say 15 minutes only. Look how Eradicate looks. It's so cute. Look at its chubby cheeks. Oi, focus. Look at the chubby cheeks. I like that only you are the person I saw who choose weapons based on how they look on the character. Yeah, most of the times I do that. But more recently, because of the Abyss, I have tried to balance between good and good looking. Meta is short for meta gaming, playing for gameplay exclusively with the strongest character configurations. Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna shake my phone to see if it picks up some kilometers.
私は勝たないと。討論をすればシアターを守れるだけでなく、お父さんとの決着もつけることができる。
Yes.
その意気だぜ。 行こう。討論のことお父さんに伝えるよ。私はあの人のことをよく知ってる。
No,
た
not
とえ
for
私たちの
Jim.
ことを無視しようとも。
You can't catch this
私なら
Pokemon.
受
They
け
will
させること
cancel
ができ
you.
る。
Why?
行こう。
Iko? You have to shake it like this, upside down, so the screen goes off and then it thinks you're walking. And I have to go back to Sumeru. Oh, this is so sad. I'm gonna finish this freaking story today, and then I'm gonna have to do the Kole one, and then I'm never gonna get to the Archon quest.
それじゃあ今からお父さんに会ってくるから少し待ってて。
Oh, I see
待ってる
Sotos.
ね。これで準備も整うはずだよ。あとは討論が始まるのを待つだけだね。
Yes, I'm excited for the new Pokemon
また
game.
緊張してきちゃった。
It's a little bit scary because
イナヤをうまく説得できたじゃんか。
the new game comes out on the same day that I have to go to court. Ow. So it's a little bit scary, like the game coming out is being overshadowed by being kind of nervous about that.
あなたから見たら私たちの劇は教令員の基準を満たしていないかもしれない。けどそれを見て
Hi,
どん
Luke.
な教えがあり啓発されるものがあるかを判断するのは
Yes.
別の方だと思う。
Are you saying,
教令員が
Mr.
判断するの？
I forgot your name, Sharif, that the audience are not smart enough to decide for themselves what they find intellectually stimulating? Are you saying that you have to decide for us what is worth consuming? Who are you, my parent? You have no right.
それに芸術においてどちらがより知的でどちらがより教養があるかなんてそういうのは存在しないと思う。芸術は平等で規制のないもの。みんなが鑑賞する権利を持ってるものだよ。
鑑賞を楽しむというのはあくまで低い次元での話に過ぎない。より高い次元を目指すには教えと啓発が必須条件となる。それは演者により高い要求をすると同時に芸術の発展を促すものだ。もし単純でそこが浅く進歩のないものばかりであれば人々の美的感覚も高い次元に達することはできない。美的感覚を育むにはプロセスを踏んで進む必要がある。そのプロセスを導くことこそが教令員の本来の
So basically what you're saying, you want to force the people to consume only what you approve of? Is that what you're telling me, dude? Because that's what it sounds like. I'm not gonna lie to you. Woo! 200 meters! Eventually I'm gonna hatch an egg. Eventually. Put it back.
この人顔色一つ変えずに話題を変えてきた。でも幸い私も準備をしてきたから大丈夫。私の考えが正しければここで
There is
こういうべきだよね。
no fucking world where my government is gonna tell me whether or not I can play Genshin because it's not stimulating enough. Oh no, here, play a math game. Like, no thank you, government. Fuck all of you. My freedom, thank you. If a government wants to like be encouraging people like there is value in this and this, sure, cool. But they can't tell them you're not allowed to put your show up and have people enjoy it if they're doing nothing wrong, which they aren't. They're following all the rules, they got all the permits, which in all essence is actually bullshit as well, because what if they don't even have the permits? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if there's no permit to have a theater? Like, that would be a bullshit rule. So you can't just say, well, we're in the right because we follow the rules, because the rules aren't always right. If a dictator makes a bad rule, that doesn't mean not following the rule makes you bad. I don't know how many hours I have. in Genshin. What did he say? That man talks like he's like one of those people who talks in big words, but essentially what he's saying is he wants to have control over what I consume without my consent, essentially. Like, I believe this is the best, I believe this is what you should do, and that's bullshit. So I don't, but his words that he uses, it's like blah, 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 smart the word. It's like this intellectual jargon that actually me, it's like, no, just be straight with me, dude. You want control over what I consume because you think you're better than me, and instead of showing me why this and that is better, you just want to take away what I enjoy. Just make it simple. I dislike lowbrow humor, but even I won't go to the extent of saying that people shouldn't be allowed to watch something because I don't like it. And the worst part is, this is the government. This is the people that have control over these people's lives, that make the rules, that make the decisions. What if people are on a self-destructive path? No, then prove to me that this is a self-destructive path. Prove to me that enjoying Genshin is self-destructive. You can't prove that. You can't decide for someone. Smoking is bad for you, but you can't make people not smoke. You don't have that right over someone else's life. You are not my parent, you are not my friend, you are the government, you don't get to decide for me. So if you want to make that argument like, okay, I'm 16 years old, my dad can decide for me whether or not I'm allowed to smoke. Sure, that's my parent. That is a different context than what this is happening in. Like, you can sit down with someone and show them, okay, smoking is bad for you because it does this and this and this to your lungs. But does that mean that you're not allowed to, does that mean you're allowed to like force the person not to smoke? No, because you have to acknowledge another person's independent will and their freedom. If you think you have the right over someone else's actions like that, when you have nothing to do with them, you're not their father, you're not their friend, that you have like an inflated, like, are you God? I wasn't responding to you. You were just asking the question. I'm more responding to this guy. And the issue with this guy is he is doing this because of his daughter. But his daughter is also an adult at this point. I don't know how old she is, but I'm assuming she's old enough to make her own decisions because she ran away from home, right? She doesn't look to me like a 16-year-old. She looks young, but more like 18, 19. And if his actions led to her running away, can he not see how enforcing those same actions on the general populace will also cause them to rebel? Like, well, that's a completely different thing. I didn't say you can't force someone to smoke somewhere where it doesn't hurt other people. I said you can't force someone to stop smoking. So you're bringing up like a different topic altogether. You're saying, so this is the conversation. I said, you can't force someone not to smoke because you don't have power over their life. But you can force them to smoke somewhere else. Like, yeah, okay, that's a different topic. Because in this situation, they're hurting someone else. But here, they're only hurting themselves. Which was a response to the other person saying, what if they're on a destructive path? You can't control someone else's actions over their own life. But once it influences someone else's life, obviously, it's a different topic altogether. So I don't really understand your point. Because it's like what this guy is doing. He asked one question, she responded really well, and then he changed the topic because now it's a different situation altogether. And it's like you think you have a gotcha moment because you brought up a different topic, but the topic here is about controlling what someone consumes. Just like suicide. You can with suicide, it's a more difficult and nuanced topic because suicide is not about making a conscious decision. Suicide is usually a result of a mental illness. So like depression or something that you don't make that decision yourself. You're making it. It's like when you hurt someone and then you go to court and you can claim insanity, right? So technically you were not in control of your own actions. But I can see what kind of person you are. You keep trying to throw these gotcha moments like, oh yeah, I agree with you. Just like suicide. But suicide, once again, is a different topic. Someone who makes the decision to go kill themselves is not in their right mind. So their family members, their friends, of course, you would want to stop them. At the end of the day, if someone ends up killing themselves, you can't do anything about it once it's done. But that doesn't mean we have to let it happen when it's your family and friends. You obviously can influence your family and friends' lives. My parent can influence my life, but this here is the government. They're not allowed to tell me, oh, you can't watch series because it's not smart enough. Like, did you see the old YouTube? Everything is slow self-killing. We're all dying every moment of every day. Going outside, I could be run over. Going outside is killing yourself. No. Oh, my God. Aging is killing yourself. You can't, you're trying to like stretch the conversation to things that are irrelevant. Just like the person from before. These kind of people think they're so smart, but really you're just taking the topic and taking it to things that are irrelevant about the original debate, which is, in this case, should the government be allowed to control what we consume here? What is this? What are they trying to stop? Dancing. Oh, are we in Footloose? Is this the Footloose movie? Why does my phone keep vibrating like, bzz, here's a Pokemon, but then I look and there's no new Pokemon? You're making conversation, but you're taking the topic to places where it's not relevant to the game anymore. So you're being like the person from before. You weren't here, but I'm mainly talking to Cherry. You're being like the person from before where it's not fun anymore when you start to fucking go away from where the game is. And now I don't even remember what the guy originally said. How am I supposed to select the text entry if I forgot what he said? I'm just gonna select whatever then.
うちのシアターにもそれを試した人がいる。かつて彼は偉大な芸術家だった。けど彼の作品を理解できる人はごくわずかだったの。芸術が啓発を促すに値するものだってことは観客の日常的な経験や感情をもとにしないと、その劇の内容は砂上の楼閣になってしまう。観客たちの見たくない劇を演じて何の意味があるの？
It depends, of course. There's also people, especially la-di-da people, that love complex works so that they enjoy it more because they can read into it whatever they want. So some people enjoy complex works more, and that's fine. If there's someone who wants to create complex works for people who are more abstract-minded or who want to really just read into art what they're currently feeling or experiencing, because that's often what we do, so they interpret it in a way that is beneficial to them, that's cool. But obviously this art is way more straightforward, something that even kids can relate to or whatever.
そんなことをすれば好きでもないものを無理やり見せているだけになる。
それはお前が生半可な知恵しか持たないからだ。故にそのような解釈しかできないのだろう。
Ignorance? Dude, your own daughter ran away from you because you forced her to do something that she didn't like. You want to do that to the general populace too?
なら私を評価するあなたは私よりもダン
That's
スが
true.
得意なんだよね。
That is that's an Einstein quote, right? And look, I'm currently playing the game, so I don't really want to talk about my day. Usually I talk about my day at the beginning of the stream when there's like a chill and chat portion, but we're trying to kind of keep it relevant to the story. I don't know what's happening today, but people are jumping and bringing real life conversations in their game. It's fine if you relate to a game and try to like, oh, this happened to me and da 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 da. But there's a whole other thing when you're like, here's the topic. Now we're here, now we're here, now we're here. And you go so far from the original thing, it's not about the story anymore. But Odinoko said, complexity is well and good, but the key to an intelligence is the ability to explain a message in a clear and simple term. So there's an Einstein quote about simple explanation. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. So, I will rebuttal to you with a quote. You tell him, Nilou.
自分の仕掛けた罠にはまったぞ。
消極的事実の証明困難により、シャリフが指摘するシアターの劇の質については十分な論拠がありません。同様に、ニーローが言及した定義も個人的な見解に過ぎないもの。よって、
Fair
こ
enough.
のテーマでは、また、
That counts, I accidentally clicked, but that counts as a win for Nilou in my opinion, because even though she gave her personal opinion, so she didn't win the point by the debate standards, which is totally true and fair enough, but it's a win for me because art at the end of the day is based on opinions. So you can't really prove to anyone that art is worth anything because it's a personal opinion whether or not art is worth something. That's the point of that guy from before, right? Can you please stop buzzing? Don't worry, Luke, but you can always rewatch the stream from the start if you want to talk like the kind of how was your day conversation.
頑張れニーロー、よくやれてるぞ。
それではより具体的なことを言おう。事の発端は
Where? Which law?
つまり
Which
その
law?
罰として代価を払うべきだ。
Which law?
しかもそれは手続き上至極真っ当なものであり、こちらは何度もズバイルシアターに是正する。
No, now he's doing a circular argument though. The original point that neither of them won was the art, the theater isn't worth anything intellectually, right? So that was his original point, but neither of them could prove that. Because of course, art is subjective. So now he's saying, okay, but you're not going according to the rules. Because we already contacted them saying that you're cancelled, you're going to be demolished. Why? Because you're not worth anything. The theater isn't worth anything. But that's circular reasoning because he couldn't prove that they were not worth anything. So like, how can you say, okay, but we did let you know earlier that you're not worth anything so we can demolish you, but you couldn't even prove that they're not worth anything.
だがお前たちは意図的に無視し、天津さえ反抗をしてきた。それらが間接的に今の状況を招いている。
What
教
rule?
令員が交付した関連する法案によれば、確かにそのようですね。
手続きのことならこれだよね。ズバイルさんは署名した書類をすべてここに持ってきてる。手続きに不備はない上に、どれも有効期間内のもののはずだよ。教令員はシアターの講演内容が基準を満たしたものじゃないと判断してる。
Yeah,
でも
the law. But the problem with this is, what if there was a law that says, because the academia, but see, that's once again a whole other topic. If they do have a law that says, oh, we get to decide what art is worthy and what isn't, well, then you should tackle that law in some way. Hopefully, you can do it without violence. But in this case, luckily, there is no law that says they can't be there, and they've been following all the rules. So.
取り壊しの通知は書面で行い、公示する必要があるはず。
Mhm.
そう
Mhm.
でない場合、有効期限内の営業許可
Go
書
Nilou.
および
Go
公園
Nilou.
許可証
Go
の方が
Nilou.
優先され
Go
る。
Nilou. She doesn't need a lawyer. She's handling this.
そちらの手続きは正当なものとは言えないと思う。
Yes. Soda. Soda.
その通り。
規則には特殊なケースもあり、それに過去の事例もある。評令員で審議を行えば、それは必ずや通るだろう。
過去の27件の関連事例を見れば、
ヤンベイ。
シャリフの証言を裏付けるものは9割を占めています。しかし、それはどれも協令員で審議し、可決された後に執行されるものです。つまり、取り壊しの命令を事前に出すのはいささか早急だったと言えます。
今はこれで十分。少なくとも不合理だってことは証明できた。
無駄な抵抗を。
この点においてはニーローが優勢だな。
Bring a carpet with the bed bugs, Nilou. You have this. Yeah, this guy is nasty.
そうだな。
Because he's made this personal, and that's the problem.
たとえ取り壊しの許可が下りてなくとも、協令員の規則に何度も違反し、講演を行っていたのは事実だ。この事実に基づき、お前たちがスメールで講演する権利を永久に剥奪することもできる。
現
I
在
don't
の
really
制度によれ
understand.
ば、確かにズバイルシアターの
そんなことできるのかよ。
See, here's the issue that I was just addressing. Hi, Nox. You have missed quite the interesting drama today that I think you would have liked to be a part of. I don't often make it into streams. Are they often this argumentative and political? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Have you not seen my videos? Have you not watched my Attack on Titan reactions? Naruto reactions? Pretty much any reaction except Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I'm pretty much... I mean, the thing is, there's always someone in the chat that wants to play devil's advocate, and that's great. And I don't mind it until they start, like, annoying things, like talking in circles and stuff, because then I feel like I have to make the same point in 50 different ways, and that is one of my pet peeves. Chainsaw Man's all about boobs, and nothing to disagree. Anyway, but this is what I was talking about just earlier. Now the issue is that there is laws ingrained in the society that acts like the government can give value to art, which is bullshit. So now how do you tackle those laws? Because even if they are legally in the right, that doesn't mean that they are morally in the right. Just because something is legal doesn't make it moral. Does that make sense? Who is the figure of the left of Levi? Zoro and Mikasa. 3, there's a devil's advocate and a devil's bootlicker. But yeah, sorry Nox, I knew you would have loved to be here.
お前たちはシアターを守りたいというより、観客たちを引き止めて彼らから利益を得たいだけだろう。それを失えば、ズバイルシアターはただの抜け殻になる。公演ができなければ、シアターに存在する価値などあるのか?
Excuse me, is this government man saying that something has no meaning without the people? This government man, they don't pay taxes, you pay your own salary, you have nothing without them either, so like, that's like saying there wouldn't be a restaurant if people weren't hungry. A public place is about the public? No shit. What the fuck, this guy? I thought you were supposed to be smart. Oh yeah, see, this is where I I get caught up. I get riled up. And people know that, and that's why they troll and stuff. But it's just because, I don't know, but I need to keep the cool. Don't get riled up. He's intentionally provoking you.
そうだ、落ち着かないと。でも彼はあと少しなのに。ズバイルシアターはみんなにとって決して劇を演じるだけの場所じゃない。
To be fair, to be 100% fair, right? Even if it was about making money for them, which it's not, that doesn't really mean shit. If Genshin makes a great video game and their main intention is to make money from it, and I enjoy playing it, the government can't decide that Genshin can't. If like a huge portion of youth suddenly spend all their money on Genshin and they drop out of school, like, sure, if you can prove that it's hurting the populace, good luck to prove that, but you can prove something like that. But like, this is hurting no one. There's no, like, if gambling can exist, I'm sorry, but the theater can exist. You know, there's much more proof that freaking gambling and stuff hurts people, but you can't outlaw that because people are gonna do it either way. If you're gonna, the best way to deal with something like that, let's say gambling, is you can't stop gambling, because if you make it illegal, even though it hurts a lot of people, even if you make it illegal, people are just gonna do it secretly, and then you make criminals out of them, right? So, because you can't really force someone not to gamble, even if it's hurting them as the government. I don't think you can do that. The family, maybe, but not the government. So in my opinion, the best thing to do, if you truly believe that, let's say, and I do, for example, about gambling, if you truly believe that it hurts a big portion of people, then you have to, as best as you can, like, for example, at our the gambling casino stuff, there's helplines and there's ways to help the people that get caught in that, but you can't take it away from everyone, because if you make it illegal, you're making everyone a criminal, because they're gonna keep doing it. So you want to focus on those who need the help. But in this case, who's hurting? Prove to me. Depends on government laws and how the chosen... Oh, yes, also chosen representatives are important. Choose to advance their society. Justice is in the hands of the powerful. I don't agree with that. It depends. You can't say justice is in the hands of the powerful, but if you're saying chosen representatives, because the chosen representatives are chosen by the people, so then the justice is still in the hands of the people. But it's obviously different when those in power weren't chosen. And then you can also bring up something like, just because 51% of the population chose a certain person, does that mean the other 49% have to listen no matter what? That's why decentralization is really important, because you can't hold people to the same rules if they didn't. It's difficult. Just because you can't stop something, does that mean it's okay to endorse or allow? No. But it depends, who are you asking? Are you asking me as the individual or me as the government? Is there a way to measure negative impact from an art venue? Like, if the play being held causes a riot, is that an okay play to have? Are riots legal? Usually riots are violent, right? So violence isn't legal, but who are you asking once again? Me as the government? Or in this case, he's government, right? So I guess your question would be regarding government. So is there a way for the government to measure negative impact from an art venue? If the play being held causes a riot, is that an okay play to have? But to keep it relevant, does this play cause riots? No. So the government doesn't have a right, in my opinion, to... What if you were the government? Would you treat them different than he does? Yeah, of course. If a plague was a riot, what the hell were they serving to the assistants? Okay, so his last words were what again? I thought he was a ruler or something, not part of a government. What is a ruler? A ruler governs the people. So it's just an umbrella term. A ruler governs the people. A government rules over people. Same thing. Not literally, but for these purposes, it doesn't really matter. What matters is, should he be allowed to make these kinds of decisions for these people? Obviously, we're on the side of the main character. You don't have to be. I mean, I'm on the side of the main character. It's a case-by-case situation. What was his last words, though? It was about the rules and the... should be...
私たちにとってズバイルシアターは劇を行うだけじゃなく私たちの居場所にもなってる。リカードお姉ちゃん
Well, I don't know if
世界
he's
各地を冒険すること
elected
が
or
できな
not.
くなったけど安定した新たな生活を見つけた。彼女の子供のソリンもシアターのテストに合格して
Oh, look how cute he is. Like,
一員になる。ガッサニさんはここで芸術に対する新たな解釈を得て私たちと共にここの発展を見届けることにした。ファルハードさんやフーシャングさんはたとえ公演がなくても遊びに来て
you guys,
その
did
日
you
あ
see?
ったことを話してくれる。それにイナヤもこの場所に溶け込んで新たな未来に希望を持つようになった。
Busy Bomb says, the golden rule is that as long as it doesn't hurt you or others, it should be legal. But the other lady earlier brought up about perspective. From the academia's perspective, this does hurt the people because it puts them on a destructive path. Because they should consume things that are more enlightening and what. So basically, from their perspective, it is hurting people. But they have to prove that. But they don't have to because they're government or rulers, whatever. It doesn't matter. So they feel like we're above the people, so we can make these decisions, which I think is bullshit and which we have to prove. That the people can decide for themselves what is of value. No one is being hurt in these things. No, but yeah, the perspective from their side, the academia, is different.
シアターは彼らのために存在してる。私たち一人一人のために存在してるの。
お前はこのシアターで素晴らしい経験を数多くしてきたのだろう。だが残念ながらお嬢さん、お前は誤解している。お前が先ほど言った人間関係はシアターが正常に稼働していることで成り立つものだ。シェイク・ズバイルがシアターを経営するのは生計を立てるためであり、シアターの労働者たちは定期的に給料をもらうため、そして観客は公演を鑑賞するためだ。
And what's wrong with that?
人の情とは利害関係から生まれる副産物に過ぎない。それは温かく魅力的なものだ。
So you're saying
その立場が逆転することは
someone can't
決
run
し
a
てない。
business, someone can't earn wages, and people can't enjoy a show, and by extension gain interpersonal relationships and build a community. There's something inherently wrong with that? What is his point?
難題を解決するために集まっている学者たちと同じだ。俺たちはまるで兄弟のように
And who pays for that?
すべての知恵を分かち合おうと最善を尽くす。
And who pays for you to sit down at your desk all day and read the books? Do they just...
かし研究の成果が出た瞬間、俺たちは同じ会議室に集まらなくなる。その理由は単純だ。俺たちは学者であるがゆえに新たな研究をしなければならない。
やっぱりこいつ人の情を軽んじてるんだ。それになんだかもともと言うことを準備してたみたいで。
I don't understand how it's against the
全然
rules.
覚えてないぞ。
双方の主張を見たところ、現在はシャリフの見解が優勢のようです。ニーローが言うシアターの女王はいずれも公演が禁止されれば消えてしまうかもしれないもの。しかしシャリフが言及したのは教令員の一般的な研究方法です。
No, I don't understand the point. Her point is, throughout our existence of the theater, people have gained a home here, jobs have been created, entertainment, community. So that's her point. His point is, yeah, but we study and then we collaborate for free with each other, and then once the project is finished, we end and then we do the next thing. Like, okay, can someone explain to me his point? Because I don't understand his point. How is his point the better point? What? Because your shit is paid for you by people and you don't create interpersonal relationships, that's somehow more valuable. Then, okay. I guess that's a better point
教
then.
令員が学術において多大な貢献をしたのも、学者たちが効率よく常に優先順位に従って行動してきた
Paid for
おか
by
げ
the
でもあり
people,
ます。
but okay.
どうしよう。
So the people are good enough to pay for our research to be done, but they're not smart enough to decide for themselves what entertainment they can consume. Got it.
罠？ニーローがシャリフに罠を仕掛けたのか？よし、彼は予想通りの言葉を言ってくれた。次の主張は討論の勝敗を決めるものになるはず。
I don't know what she's planning.
本当にいいのかな？
No.
私は彼女の同意を得てる。彼女は勝ちたいと言ってくれた。そのためには全てを代価にしてもいいくらいの覚悟だった。それは私も同じ。シャリフさんは
Okay, let's read.
目標を遂げる際の副産物であり、目標が達成される、もしくは中止されればそれを残しておく理由もなくなると考えてる。でもあなたの期待に応えられず、お父さんの期待に応えられず、最終的に家出をした私はあなたの娘じゃなくなる。そうだよね。いなや。ごめん、ニーロー。やっぱり私が言うよ。私の代わりに責任を負う必要なんてない。あなたにとって私の存在する目標があなたの学術的な成果を引き継ぐことなら、それはもう完全に失敗している。それなら親子の関係を維持する理由もなくなるんじゃないかな。
討論に関係のない観客は発言を慎んでください。
いや、彼女に続けさせなさい。たとえその子が言わなくともニーローが同じことを言うだろう。
けど実際はどんなに辛いことがあっても、あなたは依然として私の父親に変わりはない。あなたはただ自分の世界に浸りすぎているだけ。なぜ私たちが感情を優先して集まっているのか理解できない。
そうだ、私たちを見くびらないでくれ。
ダンスが見られる場所はいくらでもあるけど、ズバイルシアターはここにしかないんだ。
こいつも哀れなやつだ。こんなバカなことを言うなんて。
静粛に、静粛に。
Yeah, I agree with
観客は討論の
Zubair.
妨害はしないでください。
正直に言うと、これは私たちが用意した最後の主張。あなたが私を娘でないと認めれば、あなたはこの討論に勝てる。でもその前にお父さん、言いたいことがあるの。
But that's a weird ultimatum. Like, you have to. That's not the right way to win a debate. But I get that they have no other choice in this case because the rules are against them. But the rules are wrong, in my opinion, because the rules give the government, unelected officials, whatever, give them the right to decide upon what art is valuable and what isn't, which is a bullshit rule. But now, instead of fighting that rule, the easier, quicker story part is to like, you have to disown me to prove that relationships don't mean anything, I guess. Well, it's good, but in a real debate that wouldn't work. And they can only do this because of her. What if she didn't exist? Okay, but if she didn't exist, he wouldn't be making such a big deal about this. But still, whether she exists or not, and whether he would have made a big deal about it, the truth is that the academia doesn't care for art, and they hold it back with their shitty rules. Oh well.
ここしばらく私はずっと反省してた。家出したことを悪く思ったからじゃなくて、この胸にある対抗心に意味がないって気づいたから。私はずっとお父さんに認めてもらいたかった。けど、いつも失望させてしまっていた。家出したのも
Because he tried to control you past the limits of where he should as a father.
でもそれは
The same thing would happen to the general populace if the government
お父さんに強要していたんだと思う。
tried to control as much.
私のしていたことはお父さんと同じだったんじゃないかな。もうお父さ
In
ん
the
に
end,
私の
personal
思いを否定は
relationships
しない。
win.
私はズバイルシアターで理想の生活を見つけたから。私は家族のいざこざから抜け出し、新しい目標のために頑張っていくつもり。もしお父さんがシアターを何としても壊すというのなら、私は
Against the bullshit rules.
何をほうけているのですか、シャリフ。討論はまだ続いていますよ。
彼らは今お前の友人なのか。
それは俺たちに聞くべきことだと思うが。
もちろん。稲谷姉ちゃんはとてもいい友達だよ。
多少手間がかかりもしたが。
当然だよ。
That was a bad way to put that. It was difficult, but we won her over? Is that what he said?
私たちは
That sounds like they mind controlled her. Like, I mean, brainwashed or groomed. Don't say that. Unless it's true, in which case. Hey, look, my Eggy went up with 1.1 kilometer. Woo! Curious about Genshin Impact Politics. Sounds like the CCP. Well, it is a Chinese game. Quite interesting.
稚拙で単純だ。だが
I'm surprised. What?
ほっとした。
So now he's realized that
シャリフ、どうしたのですか。
that
まあいい
the
でしょう。
theater isn't hurting his daughter. It's not hurting the people, and he has no foot to stand on.
私たちが勝ったってこと？
僕たち勝ったのか。
ニーロ、お前すごいぞ。
Good job.
ごめん、力が抜けちゃって立っていられなそう。彼にとって稲谷は今も重要な存在ってことだよね。
よくやった、ニーロ、イナヤ。これで彼らはもう二度とちょっかいを出してこないはずだ。
こうも強い意志を持った一面があるなんてね。君たちのことより一層見直したよ。
Nilou's story was more interesting than Nahida's.
本当に疲れちゃった。
I haven't played Nahida's yet, so I can't compare yet.
こんなことしたくないかも。ニーロ姉ちゃん、稲谷姉ちゃん、とってもかっこよかったよ。
打ち上げをもう一回開くべきかもね。
Uncle said they're on their way back. 1.6 kilometers. Might as well finish now. I walked 1.6 kilometers by just sitting here. I haven't either. I mean until we saw together. Do you mean the Archon quest? I don't think you mean the Archon quiz.
来てくれたんだ。
My phone is on 80% though. I have to. What did Hanko pick up for dinner? Probably bunny chow.
だいぶ落ち着いたよ。でもあの時のことを思い返すたび不思議な感覚に陥るんだ。もう一度やったらあんな風に言葉が出てこないと思う。
Yeah. Nerve-wracking.
今回は本当
Is
に
Cherry still here? Can we see a little dance now? Yay!
なるほど。私とシアターの物語が聞きたいんだね。それを話すには前にズバイルさんが言ってた。
Oh, see, now I find out. Oh, it was the teacher, not her mother. But someone spoiled me.
ズバイルさんはこの
Although I think it might have been mentioned briefly before as well. I just forgot.
すごく綺麗なお姉さんがここで踊っていてね。その姿に一瞬で目を奪われたんだ。すごい才能の持ち主で、きっと神様の恩恵を受けたんだろうなって思った。でもね、彼女は笑いながらその逆だって言ったの。
Just the opposite. She trained really hard and honed her skill. Aw, yay! Sorry, Cherry. I just felt like you've been here for this whole journey with the drama with the other guy and stuff, and I was wanting you here for the conclusion.
ね、
It feels like
ダンスは
full
童
circle.
謡から生まれた芸術だから、天から授かったものじゃなくて、最初から人間の手にあったものなんだって。ダンスは人の生活から生まれた美しいものであり、楽しいことやお祝い事があるたびに
Or
人
sing.
々は踊る。
Or create art in general.
安心して踊れる場所には自然と人の小さな幸せがあるってこと。だから彼女が求めていたのは花束や拍手じゃなかった。ただ観客の笑顔を見たい、それだけだったの。そう、ガッサニさんの見解と一致してるんだ。私その話に感動したの。それで彼女の元でダンスを習うようになったんだ。その後は彼女の代わりにここで踊るようになってね。先生が引退する前に教えてくれたことがあるの。どんな時だろうとダンスが人々にとってどんな意義を持っている
Yeah,
か
anyone who
忘れないで
played her story quest, I don't think they can say that she's a useless character.
最初
or
から
pointless.
教練員の命令に
She has a
従う
very,
なんて
like,
な
her whole character,
最後は大きな問題になっちゃったけど、
Nilou's
何事
character.
もなく解決したからよかったよ。
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you. But your character, Nilou's character, she embodies one of the most important parts of the Sumeru theme, the overall theme. Doesn't she? Like, how is she a pointless character? I don't think that that's a good argument or a good... Well, let me just say, obviously anyone can feel about her the way they want, but in my opinion, her role in the story is very key to the overall theme of Sumeru, you know? It's about, like, the main part is about these academia people who are kind of like, they've... Habibi! In their minds, they have deified knowledge itself, and not like, okay, they have this god of knowledge, sure, but they have deified knowledge, and they wanted to, because how to say, okay, let's put it simply, the academia in the story was the main villain, right? And the victim to these villains were essentially is Nahida. So what stands against the main antagonist in this story is basically what she stands for, right? So how is she not important? How is she pointless? The whole Sumerian theme is about the academia controlling the information that's put out and glorifying knowledge and wisdom while saying everything else is basically useless. So, like, these people, by saying her character is useless, aren't they essentially proving themselves to be the academia in the story's sense? Like, do you really want to align with them? I mean, you can, but it's an interesting position to take. But even by taking the academia side, you prove the worth of her character to contest the antagonist in the story. So even by the taking of your position, you prove her worth. In my opinion.
でも少し心残りがあるんだ。そう。彼女は父親と対立しないことを決めたけど、
Not
最
yet.
後まで有意義なコミュニケーションが取れなかった。それにシャリフさんが離れる前、複雑な表情をしてたんだ。きっと言いたいことがたくさんあったけど、何も言えなかったんだと思う。もしかしたらこれから先も言う機会がないかもしれない。
He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to. No, but why not? Just, what did that lady say? Time heals all wounds. So, honestly, all they need is some time.
でも、いい方向に変わってくれることを私は願ってる。期待を抱くのは悪いことではないでしょ。これからもまたパイモンと一緒に私たちの公演を見に来てね。今度はイナヤが舞台で踊っている姿を見られるかもよ。
Oh, please tell me it's over. As interesting as it was, I want it to be over.
ならこれからもちょくちょく様子を見に来ようぜ。もしかしたら関係が
It's
良く
interesting
なっ
that
てる
these
かも
people
し
are
れない
calling
し
Nilou and her performances useless, exactly like the academia. Let them talk. They are only outing themselves. Luckily, the difference between them and the academia is, for them, it's just an opinion. They hold no power to stop Nilou from dancing. Whereas in the story, the academia does hold that power, which is why we fight against them. In this case, with a spirited debate. It's similar to saying religion should be illegal because it has different information than science, which is pretty dumb. Let people choose for themselves. Once again, as long as they're not actively harming anyone, let people be. The problem is, once again, it comes down to perspective, because from the academia's perspective, up until recently, this guy held the belief that it does hurt people. So this is just the modern telling of the Kevin Bacon film Footloose. I also said, what is this? Footloose? Yes, basically. But in this case, she is the symbol, the main symbol here, and she dances. But actually, it's about all art performances. So, because this is a theater, so they dance and they act and they probably do gallery exhibitions. I don't know, but the academia sees most of that as pointless because it's not stimulating enough. They would rather people sit down and Google with their little devices, I don't know, information about math and science. I'm late for everything, even the Kevin Bacon jokes. Okay, what am I doing? Wait for the debate. 2 days later. Wait, excuse me, there's another debate? Is there a part 2? Knox is actually a debate teacher. Interesting, right? 1, 2. As an Israeli, our people don't have public transportation and open businesses during Saturdays, Sundays, even if most of us aren't religious, because we respect others' perspective on the matter. Interesting. But that is easy to make the decision when you just have one major religion. It becomes more difficult when you have a very diverse country with many different religions, with all varying days of worship, right? Like, let's say one religion's Sunday is a Wednesday, one religion's Sunday is a Thursday, one religion's Sunday is a Friday, and one religion's Sunday is a Sunday. So like you can't do business on any of those days because you have to respect each religion. Like these things all have limits. So it all depends. Oh, 8 to 10. Oh, I never checked the time. That's also culture though. Here everything is closed on a Sunday because Switzerland is historically a Christian country. A lot of people aren't Christian anymore, but Sunday shops are still closed. Here, no shops are closed any day of the week. It just depends on the shop itself. Like some hair salons are closed on a Monday because that's their quietest day, so they give their people off. And over the weekends, it basically depends on when is it the busiest. So our shops are open later, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and some places Sundays, but it depends. It just depends on the activity, you know. Hi, Sky. Oh, my liefie. Oh, was it lucky? Oh, my noonie. Oh, my God. Is jou nie as ek toe? Look here, look here. Come here, my liefie. She's still wearing her cone because it's almost entirely healed, but not there yet. Hello. Hello, my liefie. Cute baby. Do you want to yawn? Show everyone you have no teeth. Yeah. Hi, Santos Silva. Just join the conversation like a normal person. It's easy. Jolaka. Jolaka, bobo. My baba. I think I hear car doors, so maybe Hanku's here. Did you know that ice cream sundae is spelled with an E and not an A? Why? Because the clergy forbade the usage of Holy Sunday for something so irrelevant. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just quickly gonna go say hi to my grandpa, and then I'll be back for another 40 minutes of streaming about. If you want to have a conversation, there are still some places in my state where it's illegal to buy alcohol on a Sunday. Oh yeah, that's true. I think you can't buy alcohol on a Sunday, maybe. But if you want, you can take a break, get a snack, or chat. I'll be right back. Hi. Parkies. Okay, it is. Hierdie is my streamkamer. So kom kyk gou-gou. Wys net gou hallo so.
Is dit jou werkkamer hierdie?
Wys hallo.
Hallo, hallo.
Hierso,
Wie?
hierso, hierso.
Ah, hey, hier staan we op pedaal.
Wys gou so af bietjie. Dan hallo almal. Sien hierso. Hierso is die chat. So hierdie is waar mense waar ek praat.
Ja.
Ja, so dan sit ek hierso. En dan praat ek en livestream en hy is van Griek af, Griekeland. Hy is van Germany, Amerika, Ireland, almal van oral oor die wêreld.
Dan gesels jy met die mense.
Ja, hulle praat daar.
Dan gesels ek met hulle.
Nee,
En ons speel
Dit
games.
te veel van my brein.
Okay, I'll be right back guys. Okay, hier is die ander
Nou,
kamer.
wat hier? O, dis die katte se.
Okay, hello. Sorry. Sorry. I gave my oppa a quick tour of the house. It took a little bit longer than I thought. So I want to ask him, what did you get me? I'm also hungry. Oh yay, dance! Wait, did I miss the dance? Was this the end of the dance? Are you kidding me? Did I miss the dance? Ah, even that was beautiful, so.
新しいメンバーを紹介するね。この子はイナヤ。こんにちは。今後は彼女も素敵なダンスを披露してくれるから、イナヤのこと応援してあげてね。イナヤが舞台に上がってるぞ。あいつが踊る姿ってどんな感じだろうな。よく
Like
考
this.
えてみると、こんな風に丸く収まるまで本当に苦労したよな。ニーローの努力、みんなの知恵、イナヤの決心。
Okay, Sharif's mercy. Sure.
どういうことだ？
I guess so. Did you get me food?
I did. Do you want me to bring?
What is it? Did you get me a
It's a
milkshake?
chicken burger and a milkshake. Coca-Cola.
Okay. There's a pink milky in the fridge, so I
You
can
want that?
drink. No, what did you get me? A chicken burger and
Chicken burger and chippies.
maybe chippies and bring me chippies and the milk.
Okay.
And
Tomato
no,
sauce?
no. Chippies and
Cheese
water and green jello. Yes. Thank you.
Did they see him?
Yeah, they saw him. He's so cute, right? Will you make him coffee when he finishes the shower?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay.
One sugar, one coffee, small cup.
His own cup.
Oh, okay. Bye. I think he intentionally gave us a chance. No, he gave his daughter a chance. But sure.
そう言われてみると、
Yeah.
確かにそうだな。シアターを取り壊すのは乱暴す
Give
ぎるけ
him
ど、
a medal.
実
And
際
it
に
wasn't
ヒーロー
like-
たちが踊る
it
の
was
を
like-
信じることだってできた。
They did small stops along the way.
たとえ圧勝はできなくても、共倒れを狙うのは可能だ
But not like a long stop, so it was 25 hours.
あいつの本心なんてオイラたちにはわからないし、
So
今
expensive.
は公演に集中
I
する
mean-
ぜ。
So exhausting. Not expensive, sorry. Enough about him for
お
now.
い、待った。見ろよ。噂をすれば影だぞ。
Here he is. I would have died. Sotos, you live off of Monster and the coffee. If you were gonna die, you would have died already.
ああ、お前たちか。
お前たちか。
今日は特に用事がなくてな、様子を見に来た。
イナヤに会いに来たんだよな。
いや、どのような講演をしているか見に来ただけだ。あの子の邪魔をする気はない。ああ、確かにしばらくは多忙だった。討論に敗れ、教令員のメンツを潰し、一時は大騒ぎになったさ。これを機に上と相談して休職させてもらった。そうしないと、ずっと噂が飛び交い続けるだろうからな。
A bus ride wouldn't be bad for Sotos with how short he is. He has plenty of walking room.
職務から離れた俺に
No,
は
I couldn't do the
今や
Archon
自由
quest
な時間が
because
たくさんあ
I'm
る
stuck in this quest.
こうして
It
公園を
doesn't
見る
want
ことも
me
可
to
能だ
do the Archon
こ
quest.
の場所にどのような魅力があるのか
Cherry said she
確
was
かに
able
理解はで
to,
きない
but it kept telling me
場所は
Nilou is
好奇心
busy,
を
Nilou
抱
is
くようになった
busy. Yay.
I didn't bring water. Give me your bottle.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Give me the bottle for
I will
later.
later. I will get water later.
Okay.
Maybe if you make my grandpa coffee, make me green tea, but you don't have to bring it. Just leave it downstairs.
あのお嬢さんが頑張っていた姿は今でも忘れられない稲谷もあの子のそばにいればより成長するだろう当たり前だこの世に子供のことを心配しない親などいないあの子は見事私の急所をついたまあ俺にそのセリフを言う資格はないだろうが
せっかく来たんだし稲谷に会いに行こうぜ
いやその必要はない公演が終われば俺も帰る俺がここに来たことはあの子には内緒にしてくれ
Oh.
これを逃したらもうないかもよでも過去と和解するんでしょあなたの成長を見てもらおう
Oh.
緊張しないでみんなあなたの味方だから二人きりにしてあげよう私たちは離れよっか
Go touch some
大
grass.
丈夫なのかどうだろうねでも信じて待つしかないと思う
そうだ稲谷これを持ってきた覚えたてで
Ah, look who's doing rudimentary art. Oh no, thank you. He changed.
気にするな
He changed. Thank you.
ちゃんと話し合おうお父さん
Oh, so cute. So
あの二人
beautiful.
やっぱり親子だなもじもじしてるところがそっくりだぞそうだねもし私が急いで稲谷を引っ張ってこなかったら彼女も逃げてただろうしこいつら仲直りできるかな
What's my opinion?
どうだろう二人にとって仲直りは
Did I not say in my video?
限らないと思うよ 長年にわたって蓄積した
Congratulations!
と誤解はそう簡単に解消できるものじゃないでしょ距離を置いた方がいい
It's okay to feel bad for him, Cherry, because he stopped being a dick.
心がどこにあろうとも
Once you stop,
とても硬い
I can
絆だ
feel
から
more sympathy.
その恩
But
恵
if
を
you
受けて
continue,
ぬ
I
くもり
don't
を
care.
感じてくれたらいいねそうだ討論の件だけどみんながあなたに感謝したがってるんだだからそのお礼に私たちでこれを作ったの
Imagine Soto's calling someone a fake weeb. It's like him calling someone short. Whoa, what's this?
これってズバイルシアターか
A mini one?
すごいぞ成功だし完成度も高い私たちもこんなに複雑なのを作るのは初めてなんだズバイルさんとカッサニさんがデザインして細かな部分は私とイナヤそれから他のみんなでたくさん作ったの
Ah, teapot
メイ
piece.
ンの部分はリカードお姉ちゃんとネガールお姉ちゃんが作って組み合わせたんだあなたたちは冒険者だからこれからもいろんなところに行って無数の景色を目にするはずだよねだからねこのズバイルシアターもあなたたちの旅の素敵な思い出になってほしいのもしこ
Machu
こ
Picchu
に
needs salt.
帰ってきたくなったらいつでも歓迎するからね機会があったらまたお前のダンスを見に来るからな遠慮もお世辞も必要ないよあなたって飲み込みが早いんだね 受け取って。これは私とあなたの物語。私は
Monogatari.
この先もずっと覚えてるから。
Finally! Mm. Honestly, that could have been so much more enjoyable if I had chosen to do that. I've not been forced to do it. I'm joking, I don't care. I don't care. Yes, Kole is busy completing the quest into the hinterland. So maybe by the next time we play, I can finish the Archon quest.